In a coastal area far from the city of Las Vegas, a large group of young decided to have a party on the beach where they have fun with music and drink challenges. To add more fun, a member of the group ordered everyone to put away their phones and said they would only be taken back when the party was over. While the young people party wildly, Vance and Robert were tasked with finding wood to light a fire. They reveal that they have discovered a colossal object with a scary appearance. Even though I was scared of what I just saw, young people don't care and continue having fun as usual. By morning, the party was over. Some young people stayed behind after a long night. Kelly and Jack woke up on the lifeboat and decided to go But when home. Preparing to climb down from the girl tower, noticed a small bird stuck in the sand. And after just a few seconds, the animal was swallowed by the sand. In the car next to the bungalow, the rest of the group wakes up, and Father recognized that his friend still was unconscious, sleeping on a wooden table. So we can all leave together. The girl called her friend. Massa woke up feeling nauseous after drinking too much the night before. When he realized Massa, Kelly tries to warn that there's something wrong with the sand. But Massa did not listen and walked to the ground. As soon as it touches Massa's foot suddenly got stuck, as if something had grabbed her. Worried, Vance decided to get out of the car to save his friend. But just as he tried to run to save her, he also fell and was immediately stuck. Frightened by the chaos, a group of young people tried to find a way to quickly threw a life buoy towards him and asked Vance to take it so they could drag him back to the cabin. However, the guy couldn't move anymore, and soon his face was melted by the sand. After finishing, he dragged his whole body underground along with the ghost. Appalled at the sudden exclusion, the group of young men tried to understand what and how they can escape from it. In a panic, Ronnie, given that the beach may have been affected by chemicals that the government uses in strange experiments, Jonathan thinks this can't happen, and hypothesized maybe this is some kind of capable of melting raw people, and they could save the boy if they dug him up raw. Experts suggest the group should try to contact the police request relief. Hear that Robert Cho thinks the phone may still work and asked where they were to find out more information. Kelly walked to the edge of the stairs, and when she brought Tay closer to the ground, she noticed countless tentacles in the sand, trying to pull any living creature closer. At this moment, the robot wakes up and realized he was placed in a metal barrel. With a nasty drawing on his face, he became angry and ordered the others to pull him out of there. While he tried to wiggle his way out of wanted to prevent the guy from being swallowed, the rest warned him about the situation. And after learning about the death of two friends, are you panicked less and fought harder? To reassure him, Jackfruit said that the tide will rise in the next few hours. Help you leave this place safely. So he just calmed down and wait. After the situation was calmed Kelly piled down, up Jackfruit said that the tide would not rise high enough Robot to save. And Jackfruit admitted that he only said that to be friends. Believe he will survive. Many hours passed, and the group of young people are still while stuck sunburn becomes increasingly because severe. I can't escape. In the lifeboat, Kelly checked the compartments and found a box. She decided to keep it for emergency use. The girl also found some sunscreen and quickly give it to friends stuck in the car so that they can protect out from sunburn. Analyze events that occur. The youth group gathered to review what happened the night before, and the tree said everyone who attended the party were all camping on the beach. By this time, the group realized all other members were sanded. Devoured, only their belongings remained. Meanwhile, Robert remained in the feel itchy because of the sun. All this time, then Jonathan gave me sunscreen. beach observation tree and noticed the giant object that Vance and Robert found the previous night had been destroyed. Look at the ruins. The group realized it could be an alien egg, hatched while everyone was sleeping. Hear this. Robert became desperate and continued to sway, but reassured him that this organism may be immature, so they still have a chance to survive. To find out the maximum distance that monsters can attack, the girl took a package of sausages and threw one far away. As soon as it hits the ground, sausage was swallowed and the tree said they could repeat the process until I find the limit that organisms can access. Jackfruit tries to throw another like a seagull grabbed and ate it right in front of people. Robert are angry because they don't have food. Before tossing the last hot dog, Kay asks you to try throwing it in a different direction. And when you do, they finally found the point where the contact cannot be touched. Everyone breathed a sigh of relief at this discovery. But experts say that doesn't make any sense because that place and they have no safe way to reach it. Angry because there was no way to escape, Junit came up with an idea and took the surfboard from to be able to move safely on the beach. Slowly he approached the wooden table, but when he set foot on the benches, one of the skis slid to the ground, causing him to lose his balance and hang suspended. At that moment, everyone panicked when witnessed the creature's tentacles slowly crawled towards Unit's causing him body to scream in pain. To save yourself, Unit jumped with all his might and grabbed the edge. However, Junit realized serious injuries appeared in the abdomen, causing him to lie down in pain. The group of young men quickly tried to calm Unit down. After a few minutes, he got up. Jonah checked one of the bags and found a large amount of food. During collection 10, he dropped a banana on the ground, and when he picked it up, he noticed that for some reason, the tentacles did not have time to grab the banana. Yonad realized that this creature cannot spawn where the campfire was lit last night. Means fire is the only thing that can stop it from spreading. However, as soon as he stood up, Yonad noticed abdominal injuries worsened, making him weaker and more desperate. Realized my friend was not okay. The tree tries to calm John and asked him to throw some food to the group. Even though I tried to still throws food at you guys. But when preparing to throw a can of water, he felt the wound open and in excruciating pain. The can fell to the ground. Suddenly, Yonad's injuries became more serious, causing severe pain, causing him to collapse onto the table. The situation worse, tentacles in the sand held the planks, causing Cho Rua to be completely surrounded. At the same time, other tentacles attacked broke all the tires, leaving the group of young people with no way to escape. Jack believes that if the group gets their phone they will be able to call for help. So Ronnie asked Chan Ro to open the trunk while she balances on the carport to access the phone compartment. Before implementing the plan, Ronnie said that she wrote a goodbye letter, and if anything happens, Father Ro must give it to her mother. With care, Ronnie is kept by you and keep balance on the vehicle. Finally opened the trunk. However, every time she tries to she slipped again and fell, causing the compartment to close. Even so, they still did not give up. To repeat the strategy, but not successful until the tree comes up with an idea. And get the rescue hook from the lifeboat to hold Ronnie. The girl finally opened the trunk. But right then, a police car appeared and started honking. The group was distracted by the whistle. Ronnie slipped again, causing her finger to get stuck in the trunk of the car. Patrol car approached, the police asked the group of young people, why are they here alone? While the beach was closed, Kelly tries to explain about the creature and begs the police officer to stay in the car to keep the problem safe. Is what the police These teenagers are under the influence of chemicals and don't listen to explanations. He walked out of the car as usual, and thanks to very sturdy shoes, he could walk calmly around the area while the tentacles in the sand silently chased Theo. Right away, the police officer tried to pull Robert out of the metal box, but he was too heavy even with help. Mr. Roberts' support still could not escape. Realize that you cannot help the group. He asked Kelly and Mid to get down from the rescue station to answer some questions. Desperately trying to explain the group's situation. Several people were injured, some are sick, and that there were people excluded from this place, so they need to leave as soon as possible. However, he accidentally knocked over the spray and stood on the sand to retrieve it. Right away, his hand was grabbed tightly by the tentacles in the sand. Try to free yourself. Man using pepper spray against sand. Help him escape, Rob. But it was too late, for his arm was completely engendered. Swallowed, dizzy with pain, he could only scream in despair, while everyone watched the sight of the tree in awe. Angry because the police didn't believe her. Go to the bottom of the ladder and pick up leaving the policeman behind to be finished off by the creature. Now have a new weapon in hand. Mid plans to escape. He said it was because he was the fastest in the group. You will have a chance to escape and call for help. Mid decided to tower around the and feet, with pepper spray to stun the creature. He thought there would be enough time to escape. He asked the expert to throw the towel but when he tried to catch them, part of the railing was destroyed, causing him to fall from the beach house and immediately got stuck in the sand. The jackfruit desperately screamed for help. He no longer had feeling in any part of his body. In just a few seconds, sand tentacles poured through the jackfruit's and he suddenly stopped moving. The jackfruit's body was completely destroyed, leaving only a large blood stain. Realize that no AI will survive if they continue to restore calm and reassure the rest to come up with a new escape strategy together. She quickly removed another railing and threw Cho the blanket. The person who puts the pieces of wood together after preparation the car is complete. Rod jumped into the car with Tree and Ron. They succeed in rescuing Ronnie and bandaged the wound on her hand with cloth to relieve the Meanwhile, pain. The Tree tries to calm Robert down, saying they will save him as soon as they find a way. Go near the metal bin and all you need to do is wait. Immediately after that, the group of THREE people placed as he moved to the table where Jonard was lying. Ronnie was the last to pass, and midway, she noticed that her wound is causing her to lose more and more. The weakness caused her to lose her balance and fall as a result to the ground. She came into contact even though the plant tries to save you with pepper spray, the sand tentacles still managed to grab Johnny. Soon only for people remained alive. They continued with their escape plan. Chonya implements Jackfruit's strategy. Wrap your feet with towels. Was pepper sprayed and ran towards the car. When he noticed that Chonya had reached the car, Aryu was less than happy that they had a chance to survive. However, the fun was interrupted when the creature crawls under the metal and causes a tremor, causing Robert's body to begin to be destroyed from the inside. There's no way out. Robert was completely swallowed by the monster when it uses its tentacles actually to drag him down to the beach. Terrified of his friend's death, the expert started crying and the monster group attacked the car, causing her to be thrown and unconscious on the hood. During the night, the remaining BA was stranded on the until beach. The spicy finally woke up the leather blanket, passed out for many hours. While investigating, the leather blanket discovered a lifeboat and threw it on the ground to use as a moving platform around the sand. Later, she approached the wooden table, and with Kelly's help, they brought Junard to the car when he was completely weakened by his wound. Just as they were about to leave, a giant tentacle emerged from the ground, creates a tremor, causing Kelly to be thrown back into the lifeboat. She quickly climbed onto the roof tried of the car to reach for one of the gas tanks. But the monster attacked again and threw the gas tank away. Kelly didn't give up. though, and after getting the last tank of gas from the car, she poured gasoline around, forming a fuel circle. Before the creature can attack, next Kelly took out the box of matches she had found and lighted on fire. Traces of gasoline burned the monster's body. As he watched the giant creature burn, she returned to the car. She and the leather blanket tried to protect themselves. Glow is trying to penetrate the car. In just a few minutes, the creature finally retreated. But when looking at Jono, the two girls realized that he was no longer alive. In tears, they bid farewell to their last friend, realized that there is no other choice but to wait. Someone came, and the two girls hugged each other after a long day of fighting. In the morning, a surfer approached the car and saw that everyone was unconscious. He knocked on the window to wake up the two girls. When they realized they could walk on sand without any problem, they feel relieved. After leaving Joe Nat's body in the car, they leave, where now only a giant crater remains, where alien creatures have been hiding. The movie ends here. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss latest any videos.